All right. Well, I was just glancing through this while I was getting it ready to export, and I realized that I completely messed up in this level, and that these ice wraiths were supposed to have range 3 on their retaliate, and I played the whole level like it was a melee retaliate. Doesn't end up changing too much. I do play the persistent loss on Bone Shaper to ignore retaliate, so had I realized it was range 3, I would have played it on turn 1 instead of turn 2. And then on Banner Spear, I missed a couple of retaliates she should have taken. And, I probably would have played something slightly differently. She does regenerate before going into the second room, so in the end, I don't think it changes too much, and I'm just going to upload it with me being wrong about retaliate the whole time. So feel free to make fun of me. Alright, hello, and welcome back. Last time we did the Jagged Shoals. So I've got quite a few levels to pick from here. Frozen Crypt, Elevator, Spire, Ice Flows, or back to the Frozen Fjord, which I failed earlier. But I think I'm going to do the Frozen Crypt. That's what I kind of optimized my cards for. This is kind of like a nice... We're going back to kind of just a more standard level where you just have to kill all the enemies. Both of the last two that I played were like... They had a lot of special rules and stuff, and so I didn't really get to play with all of the cards. I was also kind of thinking I want to try to play a level that I can go for this Putrid Cloud here. And I think that this seems like it should be a decent one to play the bottom of Putrid Cloud. This way, basically, just everything's always going to be poisoned, and I can deal extra damage to them. And it'll give all my summons retaliate, which is interesting. And then, we need a road event. So if I pick option A here, I'll lose a potion. And if I pick option B, what happens? I get wounded? So let's... Ooh. I mean, these guys are probably just going to wound me anyway, right? So I guess I'll just get wounded. I don't really want to lose a potion. So yeah, I was right. Option B, I get wounded. Not fantastic. And then we do have a negative effect here. We start having suffered 2 damage. I know my... Okay. Banner Spear doesn't have ignore negative scenario effects. I actually would have thought that she would. I know my Bone Shaper has it. And my... Okay, I have it on Drifter as well. So it's just Banner Spear who needs to suffer 2 damage. Let's pick some of these. Where did it go? So for Drifter, never walk through an ally or an enemy. Have a card in your hand each time you rest. Remove a negative condition. That just... I'm starting with this wound. These guys will wound. And so I just need to heal off some wounds. Myself or an ally 2 or more times. So just 2 heals, and that gets that battle goal. So that feels very doable. This is Bone Shaper. 2 cards to the lost pile before the first rest. I'm wanting to play Putrid Cloud, and that won't go to the lost pile, so let's not do that. 3 or fewer cards, while not exhausted at the end, or kill 1 or more elite enemies. Let's go for killing the elite enemies. I mean, we've got two elite Ice Wraith in this first room, and you never know, this guy could switch to being an elite, so feels doable. 7 or fewer XP, kill 5 or more enemies, be targeted by attacks. Well, there aren't really that many enemies in this scenario, so it'd be kind of hard to get targeted by 3 in the same round. But I also feel like I'm going to get more than 7 XP. Alright, so what do I need to do here? Starting off, this initial area looks really bad for formations. So I'm kind of wanting to, like, get Banner Spear, like, up to here or something. So that these melee guys will come up and let me formate. I do also have, wounds ticking on everybody. But I've got enough stuff that, I mean, I should be able to tank for a round just fine. Between my 2 disadvantages and my 1 shield, and then 12 health. What are they attacking for? 3 and 4. This guy curses with every attack, which is annoying, but Banner Spear can probably eat a curse or two. So if I move up just to tank, I mean, I could just move up and regroup, heal myself, get up to basically full. The other option would be to go slow and to go for something like a rallying cry here. Because if this guy 1, 2, 3, 4 moves 4 and hits melee, that's definitely possible. You know, I would just need Drifter to go like after him and jump behind or something for a rallying cry. But it's really hard to like manipulate Ice Wraith exactly because they've got like 3 cards where they stand still. They've got a card where they go invisible. They can go at 95, so they go after you, and it's just it can be really, really hard to play around that. I could move forward and just do a ranged attack with Javelin. And I mean, that doesn't sound bad. They do have heals, but they're always just like heal 1s. So getting a little bit of damage out isn't bad at all. I think I'm going to need to get Decaying Will out to ignore Retaliate. Because, yeah, there are Elite Frozen Corpses who have 2 Retaliate in this scenario as well. So I brought Decaying Will to get rid of Retaliate. So what's going to be more important, getting rid of the Retaliate or the Putrid Cloud? I mean, I probably think I just want to play both pretty early on. So maybe I just bring in a summon and I get rid of... And see, this is where, like, I don't see how the math on Putrid Cloud works out. Because if I play it as a loss in this first room, best case scenario, it's going to, like, give out, like, 2 poisons. And I don't know. I mean, I need to just try it. Because I haven't tried it, and I keep downplaying it. And then, like, I wanted to bring it in this scenario. I guess I'll set it up before I go into the second room, and we'll see how it does there. It's probably better against, like, spammy, low-damage enemies than these kind of tanky, high-damage enemies. So I think I just want to go slow and summon, and then ignore Retaliate. This is also not a bad scenario for the Wraith. Just because, like, Ice Wraith aren't multi-target. I don't think they have any multi-target cards. They do wound, so if they ever reach the Wraith is screwed, but I've got enough of a front line that I think that's okay. These guys don't have any shield, the elites, so let's do the Wraith. And then for useful bottom, I could either move forward or I could set ignoring Retaliate. I guess the problem is if, like, this Wraith comes all the way here, and then this Wraith comes all the way here, and then I summon my Wraith here, it gets retaliated on. So I need to move forward a little bit with my other characters. What can Drifter do? I mean, Crushing Weight here feels just super obvious. Maybe I just Shockwave with Crushing Weight. Move forward to tank a little bit. Get my Crushing Weight set. Drifter has good tankiness with the crude chain armor, and then didn't have to suffer from the initial damage. And then on Banner Spear, let's just try to go after the monsters, move up and disarm one for the following turn. So Drifter's going to move up to, like, here or something. Hopefully a spot where I can be targeted by this Wraith and not this one. And this guy will hit no matter what. And then Banner will jump behind 1, 2, 3, 4 and disarm. And then Banner will be further in to tank for the following turn. Back here, I just bring in the Wraith. And I probably want to just move forward so that the next turn I can, like, double curse with Damned Horde, I think. And so my best move forward option... Let's make it a skeleton. Oh, and that's exactly what I was talking about. Okay, now these guys are going to become normal and this guy elite, which is going to mess things up. I mean, it doesn't really mess them up, but it's kind of easier to deal with the elites because, like, curses are going to come back to haunt you at the end of a scenario. Shield is a lot harder to deal with than retaliate. Okay, so Drifter first has move 3, and now I'm not going to be able to... I'm not going to be able to use my disarming... I'm not going to be able to use my disarm on anybody. So if Drifter moves here, he's going to get hit for 3, 2, and 2. So the 1 shield is going to be really good. So that's not bad at all. So Drifter moves forward, gets 1 shield, and sets Crushing Weight. Then Banner. I guess I could let Banner tank one of the hits, right? Because I've got move 4, and then I can't Rallying Cry anything. Oh, can I Tip of the Spear anything? 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go here and Tip of the Spear this guy in the back. Oh, well, no, because Tip of the Spear is my move 4, obviously. So, if I move 4, I can just do a melee. So I could melee attack for 2, but then I eat 3 retaliate, and he heals 1 of the damage off. And that just does not feel worth it. Dang, really unfortunate that I couldn't get that Tip of the Spear off. I don't have any items that help me in any way here, other than just a health potion. So I guess I'll just move her up onto this side. Let's see. These guys are going to stand still because they're going for a ranged attack. And this Ice Wraith is going to come up, so I think I'm going to be here. And then I can hit it with like a combined effort or something. Or if I'm here... Actually, I think I prefer to be up here, and then I can step this way and pull this guy in with Javelin, because this is going to be one of the shielded guys who doesn't retaliate, so this will be a good target for combined effort. And then Bone Shaper, 1, 2, and summon the Wraith. And so now, Elite number 2, he switches to normal, and he just attacks for 2 into Drifter. And it does 0 damage because of his 1 shield, but it gives a curse. And then same thing with Elite number 5, and it does 1 damage and gives a curse. And then this guy becomes Elite. He will walk up into Banner Spear, attack at disadvantage, and deal 2 damage, or 1 with my shield. With my heater shield. Oh, I was thinking I wanted a health potion. I guess it's a little late. And this guy was going to wound me again anyway, right? So, didn't make much of a difference. So, it was not a good first turn. I'm thinking Javelin with combined effort to get a wound onto this guy. Any other options? I could move up and Resolved Courage to get an Immobilize. But, ooh, it would be really nice if I could Javelin to pull this guy in and get both with Resolved Courage. But that doesn't really look like it's going to happen, I don't think. Because I'm probably going to Javelin on this turn on this guy. Other option would be a let them come to like heal both of these guys. I could come here and let them come this guy. But I want Drifter to be removing heals. So what can it do? Drifter can go fast and remove a wound. And then has Crushing Weight, so I mean just Fortitude onto this guy. I don't really see anything wrong with that. So like maybe I move 2, heal 2, and Fortitude. That sounds pretty good. Wraith is going to move up, get a 1 damage attack into this guy. So maybe now at this point, I'll go ahead and Decaying Will and Skeleton. I wanted these elites to come in since they're normally melee. But since they switched, they didn't come in, and now I don't get to double curse. So I'm probably not going to be able to curse. So just Skeleton and ignore Retaliate, I think sounds good. And then maybe next turn, hopefully I can go fast and like send my Skeleton in, and I can get like double attacks into this Ice Wraith. which is just leaving me with Banner Spear. So if I go after Drifter, Drifter will already be right here. The only problem is, like, is this Ice Wraith going to back off? I know there's 16, they stand still. I think Drifter's going at 27. So how close to 27 can I go? 32. I don't know if that's going to be fast enough or not. And am I going to be able to get off a good Meat Grinder here? I don't really think so, which makes me think that I can just do the Meat Grinder bottom just to remove a wound. From whoever's going to need it. So combined effort with Meat Grinder. It feels okay. It keeps my Javelin to potentially pull into a Resolved Courage. If I'm standing here, if this guy backs off, then I take one step, and it would be like this for Resolved Courage the next turn. So, I think that's what I'm looking at right now. And then I would go at 10 speed next turn, which feels pretty good. So, let's see what happens. Alright. On the bright side, my characters are still going to go at good speeds. So, Wound, Move 2, Heal 2. So that is one... Let's just use this. We've got one tick of Optimist, so just one more. And then I get to pierce this guy's shields. So it's just attack for 5 with Fortitude. And it does 4. That's acceptable. And then Banner Spear, move forward. I can heal either the Drifter or the Banner Spear, so let's heal the Banner Spear. And then combined effort onto this guy. Attack for 3 with wound. Let's make it attack for 3 with wound and advantage. I guess I didn't really need to do that. Oh, I guess it only does 1 damage, right? Because I'm not piercing the shield at all. And the wound will tick for 1, and then it'll heal it off. But it's not the end of the world. Banner Spear is going to be this guy's focus, which is fine. Bone Shaper takes a damage. The Wraith will move up. Deal 2 damage. And then I will activate Decaying Will to ignore the retaliate. And I will suffer and summon. This is guy number 2. Okay, I really need to heal on Bone Shaper now. I did not need to do that. Need to do the monster turns. So the Elite will go first. First thing he does is heal 1 and then switch. And it's into Banner Spear, so it has disadvantage. And Banner Spear takes 1. And a curse. So I definitely should have saved that Spyglass. And then 2 would suffer, then heal, then transform, and go into Drifter. And Drifter doesn't have anything, right? So it just does 3 damage. My regenerate is gone. Okay. Drifter gets wounded. And now that finishes the round. So now we can hit next round. Okay, if Drifter goes fast, hits, backs off, then I can Resolved Courage these guys. Let's see, what else can I do? I can Unbreakable Wall them with the way they're standing right now, and that pushes them away, and then I don't suffer the retaliate. So let's just increase the damage of Unbreakable Wall and Unbreakable Wall them both. Done. Easy. I would love to grant attacks. I would love to heal. So, Fell Remedy isn't amazing. But hopefully I can go faster. The problem is now both of my guys are going to be attacking into this shield. This guy has shield 2, not retaliate 3. Yeah, it failed to, like, switch them over. Probably because I switched them, like, during a... Well, this guy has the retaliate. Let's just try to supposed to have retaliate 3, not shield 2. Oh well. We know what it is, right? So, Fell Remedy with Eternal Torment. I'll get at least 1 curse. I'll be able to heal off my wound. And then here, I can just heal off the wound again. I could hit both with Fierce Barrage, but they're going to be pushed back by the Banner Spear. Banner Spear is going to be attacking for 4, though, so, like, the odds that I could go into this Ice Wraith and kill him feel pretty good. So let's just Bloodletting, right? Let's just go decently fast in Bloodletting. I can even push them in such a way that Draining Arrows will get me a tick back. So let's do that. Go fast, Bloodletting. Oh, well, I guess that gets 2 ticks back, doesn't it? Which I don't need to do. Wait, does it really matter? So maybe I'll go Fierce Barrage. I'll go Fierce Barrage. I'll push them both so that they both get hit, and then I'll attack for 4 into both. It means that this won't get a tick back, so I'll try to save Draining Arrows, and it means I can just go faster, right? I can go at 14, which is before they're 16. But I think... yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not in... I can Amulet of Life to heal up. And I think I still have my chain armor. Alright, so... Banner Spear first. Banner Spear will Resolved Courage to make the attack ability +1. And then Unbreakable Wall to hit all 3 of them for 4. Let's Power Potion it, right? I mean, this is probably about as good a time I'm going to get, right? So attack for 5 into both. So first, Close Guy, and then Further Guy. So I deal 5 and 4. And then to ignore the Retaliate, I need to push. So let's just push them like this. Oh, wait. Oh. Banner Spear can't push this one here, because this Hex isn't any further away from the Banner Spear. It's still 2 and 2. So I can push like this. That pushes both of them further away, but Drifter didn't play a move 4. Drifter just played a move 2. So I guess Drifter's not going to be able to hit both. I guess I don't even need to... Oh, wait. I don't need to push this guy, because I don't need to push him away to ignore the Retaliate. So I just push him like this, and then now Drifter can hit both. Perfect. And so now Drifter will suffer. Let's go ahead and Amulet of Life. And so that has removed all of my wounds. So Optimist is complete. And now I will just step here. Let's go this guy first with the Fierce Barrage. So this is attack for 4. And +1 will kill. And then attack for 4, I need a crit to kill. Okay, that's better than missing. That's way better than missing. Alright, not bad. Wraith and then Skeleton. They deal 0 damage because this guy has 2 shield, not 3 retaliate. And then I suffer, and then I heal with Fell Remedy, and I will just curse. Yeah. Curse the normal, and tell my skeleton to attack him, and he'll draw another curse. Nice. Exactly what I wanted. Alright, I got a little bit going. A little tiny bit stacked up here. It does not feel like I'm in bad shape. This guy will heal up. He attacks for 4, which is pretty hard. But Drifter does have his crude chain armor. So we'll block 2 of the damage. It was 4, and then -2. I take 2. And get wounded again. But that ain't no thing. I guess Ice Wraith backs up and shoots the skeleton. So this is attack for 3. And it misses. What do I need to do? Oh, I need to add a curse. That's right. So lots of curses around. Now, I guess with the way they're positioned... Oh, whoops. with the way they're positioned, this corridor flies up into the air. The Ice Wraith would actually target the Elite, which is kind of nice. Dude, I don't know why they make those songs that, like, pulse like that. I hate it. Alright, so what can I do here? I could No Remorse just to heal. I mean, I like the idea of Draining Arrow's bloodletting and, like, really trying to kill this guy here. And getting 2 ticks of Crushing Weight back. That sounds really nice. And then I can, like, Relentless after that and, like, be back at the beginning. Oh, it's two abilities, 1 slot, rather than 1 ability, 2 slots. But I can pair Precision Aim with Relentless to get it. And then I can No Remorse to heal. And that's leaving me with very good actions for the rest of the rest cycle. I really need to get this guy down. So I'll let them come to get a poison makes sense. Poison Dagger on Drifter, so maybe I should have had Drifter go after him. Let's see, what are the odds? You know, Drifter can do... Let's have Drifter do the poison on this guy, and then he can try to bloodletting him when it's time for him to die. Because I'm already standing next to this guy, I can just move 1 and I'll be fine. I'll get my tick back. Banner Spear can hit that guy for 3, and then the Wraith can hopefully finish him off. And I'm happy with that. And so then, finally, I just need to... I mean, I just want to go fast, right? I guess after 23 is fine. So we can just go at 26. And then I set Dark last turn. Oops. I set Dark last turn, so let's get a piercing attack with Command the Wretched. Hopefully they're not 16. Not 16, so we're good there. Alright, so Banner Spear first is going to attack for 3. Okay. Was close. What, there's Corpse Cap here, and Rockroot. I would really like to get some Rockroot. And Banner Spear needs to get 5 herbs to retire, and has only gotten 1. So let's let her grab this one. Yeah. Okay, Drifter. So Bone Shaper will be first, so I think I'm going to try to let the Wraith kill the Wraith. So let's attack for here with Poison. I need to suffer from the wound. It does no damage, but it poisons number 4. And then I can just move and get a tick back. I can just stay still and get a tick back of Crushing Weight. And... yeah, nothing else for me to do. So I really hope that the Wraith kills here. But I just need a 0. There we go. Good job, Wraith. And then the Skeleton. This is attack for 1 because of the shield and the poison. And so it does 3. And then now Bone Shaper herself just moves forward 3. And then consumes the dark. 1, 2, 3. Consumes the dark to tell the skeleton to attack for 3. And it does 4. Not a bad turn at all. Oh, you know what? I think I missed a heal 1 on him last turn, so I'm just going to heal him 1 here. And then on his heal 1, he removes the poison. He'll step away from the skeleton. And he won't kill, because that does 4 damage, so I will block 2 with my Warden's Robes. I didn't even use the Protective Scepter on either character this entire rest cycle, so that's definitely a mistake. And then another curse into Bone Shaper. Let's see, he's looking at 5 health. Oh man, I don't have a loot action on anybody, do I? And I killed this guy over that obstacle, so there's just no way for me to pick it up. That's sad. Let's see, I really like a regroup onto the Drifter to get him healing up. I've got 2 summons, so Flow of the Black River. I mean, it makes sense to try to go fast. The only problem with this is just that... Man, I could have positioned myself so that I could curse with Bone Dagger on the next turn. Like, there was no reason I needed to go this way. I guess I'll go for Flow of the Black River and Return Servant, and then this way I can move wherever I need to move. I can... Yeah, that's fine. And then here, I can Bloodletting. I will be after the... Oh, I can't reach because he moved away, and I only have move 2s. So I'll just heal. And I want to go after Banner Spear. So I'm probably sacking a skeleton here, but that's okay. Wraith attacks. Does nothing. Skeleton attacks. Draws a curse, so that's something. Then Bone Shaper heals for 2. And can move for 4. Oh no, I heal for 3. Because I've got... It's 1 plus each summon. Well, I know this guy's going to back off here, and I like getting in curses, so let's move there. And then the Banner Spear is going to heal the Drifter for 2 and give him Regenerate. And then Banner of Courage or Moving. I don't know if either of those make any sense. I mean, I guess I could throw a ranged attack, but let's just get closer to the door. That's not any closer to the door. Let's get close to the door. Banner Spear has the least cards, so we'll have to rest. This guy heals, backs off. And this time he kills my skeleton, which means I do not get the curse. And then Drifter will regenerate, move to... Oh, has a heal 3, so I could throw that into Banner Spear. But I think I have enough time for Banner Spear to regroup itself. So let's just move up and heal for 3 here, I think. This is a little bit awkward because Bone Shaper is going to be my focus. Okay. Well, this is a lot awkward because now he has 4 shield. I guess at least I don't do any damage. Maybe I can draw a curse? No. My Wraith crits for -2 damage. And then I just add a curse into him with Bone Dagger, and Putrid Cloud does nothing. And then I will just move to... Oh, was I supposed to move one of my ticks back last turn? Yeah, I was supposed to move a tick back last turn with Precision Aim. And so I'll just move 2 and just move a tick back. Because I'm not going to attack for 5 into 4 shield. That doesn't feel worth it. And then now I guess I'll just long rest in its face. I don't think I did the regenerate. And Banner Spear long rested that turn. Undo. Alright. I had some decent work done there. I'm kind of thinking I don't need Let Them Come. Because the 1 shield is, like, not super impactful. Everybody's going to be full health, so I don't really need the healing. Definitely want to keep Meat Grinder. Definitely want to keep Rallying Cry. Definitely want to keep Tip of the Spear. Combined Effort. Unbreakable Wall. Resolved Courage. I mean, all of those are just so good. Javelin is too good to let go. Set for the Charge is too good. So it's either Regroup or Let Them Come. And I think Let Them Come has to be the drop here because I really want to... in this second room, you have to get to the back and destroy an altar quickly. And so regroup to, like, throw all of my allies forward, I think is going to be really important. 2 allies and move 3. So, like, if Drifter's here and he gets 1, 2, 3, and then he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, then he can hit the altar in the back on turn 1, which is going to be important. Looks like it's going to take a whole nother rest cycle, though, to get through here, which is kind of gross. Just because this guy has healed so much. He was so low earlier. Both my other characters are resting, so I think I'm just going to move forward in Javelin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's getting rid of his shield, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack him for 3. He's got 2 shield. Maybe I'll draw Curse. Oh, I'll draw Crypt. So that's 6 minus 2. He takes 4. Pretty good. And then he will transform. Heal 1, transform. So now he's back to the retaliate. He'll just attack for 3. And it will deal 3. And then my Wraith will go and deal 0. And then my long rests. So Drifter, get these back. And oh no, I already removed the wound. Let's see. So I want to get up Shockwave, and I think Relentless. Yeah, so I want to get over to the door, and I want to get up Shockwave and Relentless to like really accelerate the next room. Have to keep my move 4, obviously. Fierce Barrage is really good. Fortitude's going to be really nice for piercing shields. Prudent Preparation, No Remorse, or Vile Assault, I think is what it means, are my potential drops. I also do have a lot of ticks, so maybe I don't need Draining Arrows. I know that the move 4 is going to be enough to get me all the way to the back where I'm trying to go. And I'm going to have 3 tickers going, so I think I can drop Draining Arrows. I don't know if that logic made any sense, but that's what I did. This skeleton comes down. And so I played this in Norb Retaliate, and then I don't think it's happened to a single time. There's always a chance. There's always hope, right? Oh, also, my Bone Shaper did kill an elite because the Wraith was the one who killed that first elite that died. Or the second elite that died. Something to drop. Ooh, I want to keep Command the Wretched to command the Drifter to attack the altar. Yeah, for sure, I want to do that. Maybe Eternal Torment here. I've gotten some curses in the deck. You know, at some point, like, you just can't really stack any more curses. But maybe this is not that point. Maybe I can go for a Bone Dagger here. I'm not sure. What do I really want to get? I want to get Putrid Cloud up, and I want to get over by this door. And I don't know if I actually want Putrid Cloud up, but I'm going to do it. So I want to get by the door, I want to get Putrid Cloud up, I want to get some summons out, right? So, maybe... Oh, okay, I can end this turn. Yeah, that one's done. Let's see. Banner Spear, I guess, is not doing anything here, right? I'll just throw off a heal. I want to open the door with Regroup, is the only problem. And so if I'm like healing Drifter here, I think Drifter has enough heals that I really don't need the Regroup. So maybe I could just like combined effort to help characters get over. Oh, I can Meat Grinder for the heal, and that feels good. And I don't have any more range to damage, so let's just do that and be happy. Here, I want to go fast on Bone Shaper. That's what I need. And then the Flow of the Black River will start helping my Wraith get towards the end too. So that'll be good. And then I can command the Wraith to like get another attack in, I think. And then over here, I want to go fast, and I want to pick up the kill with Bloodletting. Prudent Preparation should be fine. Okay. No. Okay, but there's no shield. Or there's no ice, so it doesn't actually get the shield, it just gets the heal 3. And it's an elite, not a normal, so it doesn't have any shield. So it just gets a heal 3, which I don't think is that big of a deal. So now my Wraith attacks and does 2 And then I will command the Wraith to move and attack. And it does 2. Good job, Wraith. 4 damage from the Wraith this turn. Not bad. So that was Command the Wretched. And now I will just move 2 and move my Wraith 2. And then now Drifter just needs a 0, but Drifter does have a curse or 2 in the deck. Nice. And then that gets the kill. So no retaliate, and I get my tick back. And then I can either heal 2 or I can pick up the loot. So let's pick up the loot. And then I will move 3 and heal 1 and regenerate with Meat Grinder. And then now we can just combined effort to get over there. Let's see. How deep do I really want Bone Shaper to go? If I send Drifter all the way to the back by himself and then I command him attack with a Command the Wretched, is that going to be enough? I kind of think so. So what if I just like build up an army back here? I mean, I could go crazy and just get a ton of summons with a Putrid Cloud, and you know, Banner Spear can throw Drifter forward all the way to the back. Oh, you know what? With my Crude Spear, I don't need the move 3 on regroup. I can do the move 2 on combined effort to open the door. And so if they're both standing here, Banner moves 2, then commands Drifter to move 2, then Drifter moves 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, then uses the Crude Spear to hit in the back. Then on the next turn, Banner Spear can go at 4 or whatever, or 6, move forward, attack at range. Drifter can move up, maybe play like a loss to hit the altar. And I think that can get all the way through it. I'm not sure how much health it's going to be. I don't know if it scales with player count. And so then I'll have 2 characters in the back. Bone Shaper is going to be safe because she's going to have her whole army in front of her. So that's the play. So Bone Shaper just wants to get like over here with some skeletons. Or actually, it's not even bad to like summon the skeletons in the back because I don't want them to be too far away. But I don't want them to be too far in. So I think just like move 2, summon up here sounds good. And then Drifter just wants to go... I can go in front of Banner Spear. We can do this. Oh, Banner Spear's going at 10? That was a little dumb. Oh, no, it's fine. So Banner Spear moves 1, 2, and then commands Drifter to move 1, 2. And that's fine. And then Drifter regenerates. We'll move 1, 2, heal 2, and then heal 3 on Banner. And then Bone Shaper will move 1, 2, suffer 2, and summon a skeleton. Let's go ahead and just get Shockwave and Relentless up, I think. It's fine. I think I'm going to put Bone Shaper back here and the next skeleton right there. Oh, well, let's do a skeleton here and then a skeleton here. So I can just heal with Fell Remedy. And then I might as well just go slow and heal the Bone Shaper a little bit. So I regenerate. I get my other 2 ticks going. Then Bone Shaper heals 1, suffers 2, brings in skeleton number 3. And then Banner 1, 2, 3, 4, heal 2, and regenerate. Is that what I played? Yeah, move 4, heal 2, regenerate. Done. So it'll just be a long rest there. Oh, I wanted to get Putrid Cloud up. That's okay. I can do that while they're opening the door. There's nothing wrong with that. So now I'm just going to move into the corner and summon here. And Drifter needs move 4, but I have that. So Bone Shaper, and I'm just not telling any of the skeletons to move. I do need to go grab another one. Number 4. I suffer 2, and this goes up. Get all my skeletons set and my Decaying Will. I've got no cards. Like, absolutely no cards. That's still way more cards than it feels like it should be. With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. Okay. 12 is just so many. And then I've got to move 4. So, I long rested on this turn with Banner. So maybe now I don't need Regroup. Because I've got my plan to make it with Combined Effort from the Crude Spear. So that'll work just fine. Long resting here on Bone feels good. I guess I don't have my move 4 on Drifter. So I could long rest Drifter here. But I have all of my items still. So maybe I just short rest. Is there anything painful to lose on a short rest? I can't lose Deadly Shot. Precision Aim would be fine. No Remorse would be fine. Vile Assault would not be the end of the world. I don't think there's anything that I can't lose on a short rest. So let's short rest. Prudent Preparation is definitely one of the ones I didn't want to see. But it's really not that bad because the Frozen Corpses are not very fast. Going at 20 underspeeds everything they have. And Vile Assault underspeeds all of their attacking cards. So I'm perfectly content with that. So I think I'm going to go on these 2 characters. Bone Shaper is just going to long rest. And so it'll be Deadly Shot. And I guess Fortitude will deal the most damage. And then here it's just Combined Effort. And then I don't have a top that can do anything. Let's just make sure that Banner is faster. So Banner, move 2. Oh, I also still didn't move things on my long rests. Alright, so 2 versus 3 player, we just get 1 extra elite here. That doesn't feel too bad. How much health is the altar going to be? No, I'm looking at the wrong one. All Frozen Corpses are immune to damage and cannot be focused. Oh, can't be focused on by summons. I did not realize that part. Until the altar is destroyed. The altar has 3 plus level. So 4 times 7. Or 7 times character, which is 21. 21 hit points. It's an enemy to you and an ally to all monsters. Set the round tracker to the first round at the start of the 3rd round. So this is round 12. And so during round 13 will be the 2nd round. And so at round 14. Round 14 is when the first monsters will spawn. Because 12 is 1, 13 is 2, and then start of round 14 will be 3. It'll be an elite corpse at B at the start of the 5th round, which will be round 16. And it'll be normal. So the first one elite, the second one normal, at B and then C on 14 and then 16. This has 21 health, and I can't deal any damage until it's destroyed, and all of my summons do not target the corpses, which I didn't realize. Alright, so I grant Drifter 2 movement, and then it's Drifter's turn. So Drifter will move 1, 2, 3, 4, and Crude Spear to make its Fortitude reach with an attack for 5. Oh, let's go. Alright, and I have dealt 10 of the 21 needed damage. So let's put it at 11 health remaining. That'll be the easiest way. And that's 1 tick of Crushing Weight. this camera. And now all of the monsters will go. So first 3, disadvantage. Oh, what a disadvantage pull. What a disadvantage pull. My goodness. Alright, this is attack for 5, and it will deal 3, and it will take my armor. And then we've got number 1. Dang, I guess I could have just moved here, and then I wouldn't have taken that attack. Actually, but then Drifter would have gotten crit. Alright, so this is also disadvantage. So 4 minus 1, I will take 2, and it will use my armor. Armor is so freaking good. And then this guy doesn't reach. Alright. And then now, I guess all of my summons are trying to get to the end, right? So Wraith moves 2, Skeleton moves 2, Skeleton moves 1, Skeleton moves 2. And Bone Shaper heals. And then Bone Shaper, I guess I could unsummon any summons, but I don't think I want to do that. I just need to command the Wretched, right? That's like the only thing that matters here. So let's get rid of Fell Remedy. Definitely don't need that. Maybe I'm not going to Putrid Cloud. On the bright side, though, with Putrid Clouding here, even though I can't target these guys, they can still receive conditions, so they could still get poisoned by hitting my army. But my number 1 priority for a bottom is going to be this Command the Wretched, to tell the Drifter to attack for 7. Just need to deal 11 more damage. So how quickly can Drifter get over there? I mean, move 2, heal 2. Move 2, heal 2, attack for 5. That feels really good. That was at 27, so I can go at 28. I'll be done in a minute, okay?
I just need that boss.
Oh, you want to play Frosthaven?
Yeah.
You can play on here. Do you want to come say hi? You can play on the computer after I'm done. Because, yeah, I did move the Frosthaven box up. But do you want to see how the rest of this scenario goes?
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you in the camera, right? You want me to leave that up so you can see the camera?
Yeah.
Alright. So I'm just figuring out exactly what I need to do here. So I need to destroy this thing, and then I gotta kill all these guys. So it's almost done. And I kind of think I don't even need the javelin damage.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the speed isn't perfect. What's up?
I know how you playing with a bunch of characters in this one, because...
Oh yeah, I'm playing your summon guy who summons all the skeletons. That's normally your character, right?
Yeah, mine is that guy.
Yeah, you like he likes the he likes Astral because Astral has a lot of summons. This is your character, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you like this one and you like the skeleton one. Who else do you like to play?
Okay, I want to try to unlock a character for you.
Oh, you want to help me unlock them? That's very nice of you.
Yeah, I can unlock that really good guy. You want to see what good guy I'm talking about?
Well, you know what? How about, why don't you go get some breakfast, and then you can come up and we'll play a scenario together. Okay, here. I'll pause and I'll get... Alright, the boy has been fed. So... where exactly am I? Okay, so yeah, the thought process is Drifter moves closer, attacks for 5, it has 11 health remaining, then is commanded an attack for 7. So I kill with -1 and 0. The problem is that I have curses in the deck, right? I've got 24 cards in the deck. I should have 22, I believe. I have 2 extras. That's just a replace. That adds 1, that adds 1. So I have 2 curses in the deck. So a 3 in 24... a 3 in 24 and a 3 in 23 chance that I miss one of those attacks. So the odds are definitely still in my favor. I just wish I was strengthened or something. If I miss one of the attacks, I mean, I just don't think there's really anything I can do about it, right? Also, you know what? I think this guy, he hit me, which would take one of my retaliate charges, and I retaliate on him for 0 damage. Now that I think about it. So I don't think that there's really anything I can actually do on Banner Spear, because if I throw an attack for 3 into the altar, it's not going to help, even if I draw -2, -2, because I'm going to be attacking for... Well, yeah, I can't draw 2 -2s, obviously. That's why it wasn't going to help. So if I draw -2 and -1, it would help. But that's a risk I'm willing to make. So then that means, unfortunately, all of the summons want to move forward. So I can't move the Banner Spear, because otherwise the Wraith's going to run forward and commit suicide. So I need to keep the Banner Spear here so that the Wraith stands still, and then none of my skeletons are actually going to move forward. So she just has to go slower than Bone Shaper. Which I guess means 62. That's really slow. So I could boost on Bone Shaper, but it's okay. It should be okay for me to stand here and tank, because I'm only going to tank 1 hit. And so we'll just go at 62, and we'll figure it out when the time comes, right? But keeping Meat Grinder could be good. They're not set up for a Tip of the Spear, but they are set up for, like, a move 1, pull 1 Meat Grinder. They are set up for that. The only problem is that this guy could kill my skeleton. But if his base attack is 3, I can probably just armor it and be fine. Okay. Alright. I've convinced myself. I have convinced myself. Let's do it. Hopefully, nothing goes wrong. Multi-target on them is a little bit going wrong. Let's see. I guess he... Yeah, his multi-target can hit here, but he doesn't have line of sight here. So he just hits here. So this skeleton probably dies. So I'm not going to get my Meat Grinder. But that's okay. So first Drifter, move 2, heal 2. Attack for 5 with Crushing Weight. Doesn't miss. Okay. So 5, it does 7. So this has 4 health remaining. So now everything, including -2, will kill. And so now Bone Shaper. The skeletons know that they can't attack, so they just try to move. And only number 4, who is the last one, can move. So it'll go up here. Just like that. Oh, and since he moves like that... Oh, I was thinking I could command this skeleton to go here to get that Meat Grinder that I was wanting, but I can't do any of that because I have to just grant Drifter the attack. And luckily I do have line of sight, even though it's like forever away. It's just like a nice straight line of sight. So let's command Drifter to not miss. Thank you. Thank you. All right, altars destroyed. They are officially vulnerable again. I guess I have line of sight on this skeleton. I could blow him up with Putrid Cloud. I guess it's an experience and a leaf, right? It's not too bad. Oh, no, but I don't need line of sight on the skeleton. I need line of sight on the guy next to him. So no, I can't do that. All right, then it's fine. I'll just let him die. And so now it's them. So the elite will target Banner Spear and then... Or no, skeleton and then Banner Spear. I guess there's a chance the skeleton can survive. So let's... The skeleton does survive. Because this guy will be targeting here, since this is a lower number. So it's attack for 3... And so I will block 2 damage with my robes. Did I already use the robes? Or I think I just didn't get them back on my long rest. Because this is the first time I'm being attacked. So I will use the robes now. Oh, and I should have used my Protective Scepter on this guy. But I didn't think about it. I could have double Protective Sceptered. Yeah, definitely a mistake. Alright, so now... Oh, and it did 3 damage to Banner Spear. I don't think I did that. And so now Banner Spear, and then Skeleton. Okay, we just need to see a 0. Nice. Okay, so Skeleton survives. Or, no, what am I talking about? Okay, this guy would have been next. So he just attacks Drifter. So Drifter takes that +1. Banner Spear takes the -1. And now the Skeleton gets missed. I guess even better slightly. And then this guy just takes 1 step and attacks in this pattern. And does 2 damage. And both of these guys get retaliated on for 2. Because I can do that now. And then now Banner Spear does not have a way to do Meat Grinder, because I don't have an ally standing here. Which is very sad. But I guess I can still set up for the Meat Grinder, and I could just rest and do it next turn. Let's see. The other formations I have, Tip of the Spear, Rallying Cry, Unbreakable Wall. So I guess coming here and pulling this guy in will set me up for an Unbreakable Wall. I'm still set up for it even like this. It's okay. I'll pull them in and I'll just melee attack corpse number 1. And it does 2 damage. And that's okay. And so now I can go fast and Unbreakable Wall. And that feels pretty good. Oh, man. Now Putrid Cloud would be good. I believe it was Elite at B at the beginning of round 14. Really, I think I go fast and I just let my skeletons get as much work in as they can. Oh, okay. I do want to push... Yeah, I want to push these guys away like this, and both of those are further away from the Banner Spear, so it should be a valid push. And that will pull my skeletons so that the skeleton in the back can reach. And then I just go fast. And, like, maybe I move forward, maybe I don't. Over here, I wish these guys had grouped up more for a Fierce Barrage and for some Shockwave damage. Maybe I'll just heal and grab this chest and force both of them to come into me into the corner. Yeah, that's best for sure. For sure. Oh. Oh, but it'll still work because this guy has to move to reach me. And then now they can both, from there, they can both hit me. So first Banner Spear will attack for 3 on both with push. I think I have a health potion too, so let's pop that. And then now Unbreakable Wall. It feels like I should have been getting more than 3 experience. Let's go Elite and then Normal. So 5 and 2. So 4 and 1. And then push to ignore Retaliate and push. And that finishes the Banner Spear. I guess now I've got to move forward, don't I? So let me move here so that I will tank these elites and not my skeleton. Keep them as alive as long as possible. And then... then the Bone Shaper. So Wraith should have line of sight on the elite. And does 2 damage. And then skeleton number 2 goes after the elite, ignores his retaliate, and does 1. Then skeleton number 3 just moves forward. Then skeleton number 4 does none through the shield. And now they're like all gonna die because they got this stupid AoE card. That's frustrating. Ooh, can I? Well, I should have Protective Sceptered on Banner Spear. None of the monsters have gone yet. I'm fine with retroactively doing it, but it would have to be onto skeleton number 4 because this guy wasn't in range even when I was up here. Is it range 3? No, it's range 2. Okay, so then Protective Scepter onto skeleton number 4, who it probably doesn't save. And then let's move to... let's see, I can move another skeleton too, so if I move this guy over here, that actually helps. So I move a skeleton too. And so now both of these guys are just going to target these 2. This guy will just go after him, and there's no one else he can reach because of the move 2. Dang. But now I can't Protective Scepter because of how far away he is. And if I move him here, then he goes here and hits 2 targets. So we'll just do it like this. And then nothing on my top, I guess. Drifter will just do move 2, heal for 3, and I can get back a tick of my retaliate. And so then now, Elite number 3 will first go Banner Spear and then Skeleton. So Banner Spear takes 3, Skeleton takes 1. And then here into the Drifter. Gets crit. I think that should be okay. To just take the crit damage. And then this guy goes... Or, no. Then this Elite. So Banner Spear and then Skeleton. Ooh, Banner Spear takes 5. And then the Skeleton does die. That's Skeleton number 4. And I never used my white card. So definitely not optimal play happening here. Then normal number 1 attacks for 2 and gets the +1. Dang. That's Skeleton number 2. And then normal number 2 goes into Drifter and gets another +1, so that's 3. And then they reset ice, and we're new round. Drifter would kind of like to long rest to get this armor back, but I think it'll be best to just... yeah, move and heal and hit both with Fierce Barrage. Also, this guy needed to suffer 2 more from the retaliate. And now Banner, what am I doing? You know, it's not looking as good as it was a second ago, which is crazy. Also, I'm going to get retaliated on from this guy. I should have lost a card to that 6 damage. Oh, but the only card I had in my hand was my level 3 card. I don't want to lose that. Ooh. I'm still going to have 1 more normal summoned spawned. I think I have to long rest here on Bone Shaper. But I've still got some stamina. My Skeleton probably dies here, but that's okay. And I have to go slow on Banner Spear. Don't want to long rest there, but I think I have to. And I lost, or short rest. I lost Javelin, which sucks. And yeah, because of where I'm standing, I don't have any formations. I lost Regroup, so I can't reposition him. Anything good with Combined Effort? Not really. I guess I could move to and move him here, and I could Resolved Courage, but I don't see how that really helps me too much. Oh, I can move here and Resolved Courage, and then at least I get some attacks in, but they'll just be immobilized and then kind of dominate me. Maybe I do that with Unbreakable Wall, and then I can ignore the Retaliate. And then I can set up for a Resolved Courage on the following turn. And then I'm long resting. Alright, so Drifter first, move 2, heal 2. Oh, I picked up the chest, which is 3 loot cards. It's literally just money. I'll go ahead and Amulet of Life as well. And then Fierce Barrage. So let's use the Poison Dagger on the Elite. So attack for 4 into the Elite. 3 because of the shield. And then attack, and this guy suffers 2 from Shockwave. And then attack for 4 into the normal. And it does 4. And then Shockwave damage. Ooh, this is not feeling good. I need to get a couple turns of their 23, where they just move and immobilize and brittle. Alright, the multi-targets were just really unlucky. They were able to devastate my my army of bones. So attack for 3 into Banner. Oh, no, Banner gets to go next. So I can move 2. Oh, yeah, these guys aren't in an unbreakable wall line. I can move 2. And then if I push this guy away, I guess they're both seeing Banner Spear, aren't they? Because I really don't want Banner Spear to just die here. I can move 2, like this. And then Unbreakable Wall this guy away from me. Let's push them down here, and then they'll both go into this skeleton, and hopefully they draw a minus card on the first one. And I believe it is them now. So, minus card? Okay. Skeleton survives. And then into Drifter. Minus card again. Nice. So Drifter takes 1 damage and gets brittled. Skeleton number 3 is brittled. So, yeah, this will always kill. I mean, that's okay. I was long resting, so I get the card back. And it looks like it will give me a stamina by getting that 1 card back. And then now the normal goes, and anything that is not a +1, so a 0. Okay, that's fine. Do get brittled, though. And then now down here, anything except for -2 will kill me. So lose 1 card on Drifter. Precision Aim feels like the card. But I do get to retaliate on him, which now means that I'm not getting any shockwave damage off. But he is dead. So give a little, get a little. And then now my Wraith will add a curse. No, but it will deal damage. And then the long rest on Bone Shaper. So I don't need all of these skeletons. So let's drop the life and death skeleton, I think. Because it's still possible. It's definitely possible that I can get 2 curses off with this other skeleton. Any way that I can go fast and kill this guy with, like, malicious conversion, like, move forward, I would just need to hit it with Banner Spear. And I don't have a formation, but I hit it for attack for 2 with advantage, and then I hit it for 1, and then I hit it for 5 with advantage. So it'd be like attack for 1, attack for 0, attack for 4. And I'm not seeing that dealing 8 damage. I really do think that I need to just... Well, if I go here and tip of the spear, then my odds are much better. So let's do that. Let's go fast and tip of the spear. And then here, I will move in. I just need to move 2 and malicious conversion, and I just need it to get the kill. And I'll play a skeleton for movement, and that way I can summon a skeleton who can tank. And then I've got my items back on Bone Shaper, so it should be able to tank 2 frozen corpses. Very happy with that. Is this round 16? It is round 16, so we get the normal, and now it is just kill all enemies. Normal for 2 or 3 characters, elite for 4. But killing all of these enemies sounds tough. Sounds really tough. I think... Okay, they can't remove wounds, right? So wound is really good for me here. A wound on this guy is really nice on bloodletting. The problem is that he has retaliate. I've got 2 cards in here. What if I long rest? Dude, it's the stupidest idea in the world, but I'm gonna long rest. I'm going to have to lose a card no matter what. Because, like, if I attack, I'm brittled. He's got retaliate too. He kills me. Every time. Like, no matter what I do, if I attack him, I die. Or I lose a card. And then when he hits me, I lose a card anyway. If I long rest, I at least get my armor back. I get my Amulet of Life back. I get my crude spear back. So I can do something like back off and hit for 1 with Bloodletting. I'm doing it. I'm long resting with 3 cards in my hand. Which means I'm ready. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. A move 1. A move 1. Oh, this is so blessed. Oh, actually, I guess... Yep. Yes, it is. All right, so Banner Spear first, backs off, and we'll Tip of the Spear. And we'll Spyglass it. So this is attack for 3, and I pierce the shield. Okay, I mean, I dodged the miss, but only dealing 2 damage on an attack, on an advantage attack for 3, when I really, really, really was wanting to pick up the kill is not good. Now, Bone Shaper. And I really need to pick up the kill, otherwise he kills Banner Spear. Alright, Bone Shaper. Skeleton, or the Wraith draws the miss, which I guess is a thing that can happen. Then I have move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This way I'm out of range of all of these guys. I have to draw +2 or crit to kill with Malicious Conversion. I mean, this comes down here. Spyglass Heavy Sword makes it attack for 5. He's not poisoned. And he has 1 shield. So I have to get +2 or crit to kill. Is it worth going for this? 15 cards, so it's like a 1 in 3, right? Because I can draw 2 cards of the 15. Let's do it. I really hope. Dang it. Alright. That's very bad. So I just deal 4 damage. And I don't get a skeleton out. And so the only other thing I can do is I can give 1 shield to Banner Spear and I can lower his damage by 1. Is it worth it to do that? He's attacking for 4. So if I make it basically an attack for 2, even with a -1, he still kills Banner Spear. So he has to get -2 or miss for that to be worth it. So let's not. I can... Let's go ahead and white card, because we have it. So let's white card on that guy. And it's range 3, right? Yeah. Alright. That's it for my turn. Very underwhelming. Move 1. Move 1. Attack for 5. But we were always planning on losing a card here. Don't think Deadly Shot helps at this point. Move 1. And attack into Banner Spear. That's why we curse. That's why we curse! I don't know if that eats the brittle or not. So I'm going to leave it on. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I have 2 health, right? So. Alright. I get to heal 2. Which that will remove the brittle. Did they miss both of the brittled attacks? Oh, no. I lost a card. That's right. I knew that. Get rid of Fierce Barrage and keep Vile Assault. Whew. Oh, get all my items back. It's kind of stupid, but I like the idea of going right here, doing Vile Assault on this guy, and then the Vile Assault second tick, crude spearing it to hit this guy. And then I just need to, like, survive for a long time on Bone Shaper for him to die to wound. Is there any way for me to get wounds on both of these, though? It would be really nice. I'm just afraid that if I, like, Fortitude Bloodletting right here, that I'm gonna die. But I've got armor. I think that has to be the play. I Fortitude Bloodletting right here, then next turn I Vile Assault to get the wound on the other guy, and that will be how Drifter deals with its side. And I just have to hope that that works. That feels like my best case scenario. Here, I can Resolved Courage and get an Immobilize on this guy. I would love a Meat Grinder. I would love it. That would involve Bone Shaper moving 4 to get behind them, though. That feels very stupid. I also just lost Malicious Conversion, so I can't rest to get Returned Servant back. And then Malicious Conversion is my other big move, so that's not going to happen, at least not right now. Bone Dagger for this guy to die, though. That definitely feels possible. So let's Flow the Black River with Bone Dagger. Wraith will attack. As long as Wraith doesn't get a +2, this guy survives. And then I can just melee attack him. And as long as I don't get a -1, he should die. And I get a curse in, and then that'll get me my skeleton from the discard pile right here. And I like it. And then next turn I can just Putrid Cloud and double curse, most likely. So if I have a skeleton here, this guy will come... Man. I guess if I have a skeleton here, I can Meat Grinder this guy who's healthy, right? But I don't have enough movement to get there. But if I have a skeleton here, maybe the skeleton can survive if I give it shielding, and both of these guys move up, and then I can move 2 and Meat Grinder. Actually, I think it makes more sense to have my second card I play be Rallying Cry, because if they move up, maybe that formation would be better. I have a win condition here, but that really hurts that they are slower than me. I should have gone at Rallying Cry's speed. I really should have gone at Rallying Cry's speed. It would have been so much better. Crap. Alright, let's just see what happens. Wraith, do not draw +2. Thank you. Okay, and now Bone Shaper will curse that target. And then Bone Shaper will melee that target. Bone Shaper, do not draw -1. Oh, it was so close. It was so close. But we in there. Alright, I can summon here, here, or here. Does it matter? No. No matter where I go, I'm not getting any formation off this turn because they're slower than me. Oh, I've got move 3. 1, 2, 3. No, so there's nowhere I can summon him to have it help. So he'll just go right here and he'll tank. Drifter. Drifter, Drifter, Drifter. Alright. Let's heal 1. Let's attack with Fortitude. Get some big boy damage. Do I want to do that? Yeah, it does big damage. Let's just not miss. Thank you. So it does 6 because of the poison. And then I take 2 retaliate. I didn't think about the retaliate. Damn it. Alright. If I bloodletting this guy, it's my last tick. Unfortunately, a move 2 can't get me away from him. So I'm probably just going to end up dying, honestly. So let's get the wound off while we still can. So here goes my last crushing weight. Unfortunately, I can't step away to Crude Spirit to ignore the retaliate. So it's just attack for 3. It does 4. Oh! Which means he's going to die to the wound. Right, I drew a +1, right? And so the +1 in the shield and the poison. Yeah, I drew a +1. Okay, so he is going to die, which means Drifter's not dead yet. Which means Drifter can get off 1 more turn. Which means I can Vile Assault. And it won't get tons of extra damage, but it'll do something. Nice. Good job, Drifter. Good job, Drifter. Alright, that's Bone Shaper. That's Drifter. Now it's Banner Spear. So I've got move 3, heal 1, regenerate. Ugh. I want to go over here to get onto this side, but if I do that, then this guy targets me. I guess this guy is still moving this way no matter what, because it sees the skeleton as its focus over the drifter. So let's just go here, heal 1, regenerate myself. Because it's not worth it to try to attack. It would just be an attack for 2. That's never going to be worth it. Protective scepter on my skeleton here. I literally did think it. I just didn't say it. But I did think it. Alright. Corpse comes up, attacks the skeleton. This is an attack for 5. So let's draw a curse. That's fine. That's fine. Attack for 5. We've got 1 shield from Protective Scepter. We get 2 shield from the Warden's Robes. So we take 2 damage. 5 minus 3, we take 2. And that's fine, because this guy dies to wound. This guy comes towards the skeleton. This gentleman, this esteemed frozen corpse we have here, is attacking for 5, minus 1 for white card, minus 1 for shield is 3. So even a minus 1, or minus 2, he still kills, which is why he draws the curse. And now I can meat grinder them. Oh my gosh. Oh, we in there. Oh man. Oh, I need to draw a thingy. Man, I'm gonna die to the frickin' retaliate. But that's okay. I think meat grinding is worth it. Add more curses. Alright. Heal 1 from regenerate. Pick up that loot from last turn. 2 wood. Toss on the jump shoes. Jump over. Meat grinder. Let's go this guy first. I guess there's a snowball's chance that I crit. And it kills. So attack for 4. And it does not crit. It does 3. I take 2 retaliate. Guy number 3 is wounded. And then crit does not even come close to killing this other guy. It also does 3 damage. Man, my banner spear is drawing horribly. I feel like she didn't draw any good cards this whole scenario. I don't know if I drew crit on any of my characters. Oh, okay, well, I guess all my minuses are at the end, but... And then she dies to retaliate. Oh, well, she's still got a ton of cards. Whoops, I should not have looked at that. I thought that she was dead. Alright, she loses a card to retaliate. I really thought that she was dead. I mean, I guess she dies here, because both of them are going to focus her, right? Drifter. I think it's worth it to just move 2 into him and play the loss. I could just move 1 and just... I could pick up a piece of loot and use the crude spear just to get the wound ticking, but I think the extra damage from the poison and the extra damage from the attack 2 is going to be worth it. So attack 2 with poison does 1, and then attack 2 with the poison and the +1, it does 3. So he takes 4 damage, and he gets poison wounded, which is the most important part. And then unfortunately I don't have winged shoes. And also, since this is a loss, I only have 1 card in my discard. So if his attack kills me, I don't get to retaliate on him. And the shockwave didn't end up... I didn't end up getting very many of the procs, since these guys were like on opposite sides. So that wasn't worth it. Bone Shaper, so Wraith goes. Maybe can get a kill. It's not a kill. Skeleton still attacks that same guy. And does 2 damage. Ooh. Okay, yeah, let's Putrid Cloud to kill the skeleton. And then attack here and then here. Okay, so this guy dies. This guy takes no damage, though. Oh, but he gets poisoned. Maybe. Maybe it'll matter. Oh, before I did that, though, I cursed them. Everybody knows that. Everybody knows that I cursed them before I did that. Oh, I need to take the skeleton down. That's what I need. Oh, I guess... Okay, it was this guy. I just didn't pull him up, but I haven't rested, so it didn't make any difference. Because he came out when I bone daggered. And now, suffer from wound, attacks Banner Spear, who loses another card. Extra damage from Tip of the Spear or disarm from Rallying Cry. Probably keep Tip of the Spear, right? Because I'm probably just going to move here, Tip of the Spear, and die. And then suffers from wound, attacks, and kills. So Drifter is not able to... Dang, yeah, even with my... Oh, oops. Was that here? I don't know where that card was, but it shouldn't matter. I know I'm dead. Yeah, that was in the discard because I lost it when I rested. So yeah, even Chain Armor doesn't tell me there. So I need to outlast all of these wounds. Does Bone Shaper have 7 turns of stamina? I think barely, if I can, like, long rest everything. So I need Banner Spear to deal enough damage that these guys will die. Very, very, very tense and close. Very close. So I go fast and I Tip of the Spear them. Unfortunately, like, you know, if everybody was just like this, it would be a lot better, but... I just need to see big damage, and then... I mean, Banner Spear is going to be tanking, right? So, unless they draw their cone shape... Well, even then, Bone Shaper has a lot of health, so I think I always long rest here. Nice. They are going to brittle her, so she will, like, definitely die. Move here, Tip of the Spear. And I think I already used my Spyglass, yeah. Don't miss it. Okay. Well, I guess I saw my card, so I kind of knew that I wasn't missing, but I had forgotten. So it does 3, and then I lose 2 cards to retaliate. And then he suffers, he attacks for just 2, and it will brittle. Oh, I've drawn that curse a lot. And then this one, I just lose 2 cards to, and then I die, because I don't have anything for next turn. But I did survive the round and save a turn for Bone Shaper. Ooh, Wraith, that's not what we need to see here. That is not what we are looking for. Alright, I could add more curses. Is that going to be worth it? Bone Daggering sounds pretty good. Let's see. I want to go faster than them. I think I drop a skeleton. But keeping a move 4 is good. So, I could go fast and I could just run behind the Wraith. I think, yeah, that's going to be the play. Go fast, run behind the Wraith, let the Wraith tank for me. If it survives, it survives. If it doesn't, it's fine. I just need to buy enough time. I just need to buy 6 turns for the normal to die, and then I can Bone Dagger with advantage on the Elite at the end. And that'll be how this ends. Good. If only I had a way to set fire, that would be nice. So Wraith into the Elite, big damage, does 1. And now I move 1, 2, 3, 4. Or... You know, maybe I don't even move. Maybe I just summon a skeleton. Maybe I move 2. Oh, I like this. I'm seeing it. I move 2. I summon a skeleton. I give the skeleton a shield. It's an attack for 5, but I've got Warden's Robes. I give the skeleton a shield. He probably survives. This guy's going to come here and hit the Bone Shaper, but it's an attack for 4. I've got 6 health. They've got curses. They've got 3 curses. The odds of me dying to that feel really low. I pick up a loot. This is sketchy. I shouldn't do this. I could move the Wraith here with the move 2 on Flow of the Black River. I think I like that. Because the Skeleton has more damage output than the Wraith at this point. The Wraith is just as likely to survive as the Skeleton. So let's give the shield to the Wraith. So the Wraith has 3 shield, and then I can Warden's Robes the first attack. They both suffer from the wound. The Elite hits the Wraith for 5. I had 3 shield, and if I use the Warden's Robes, then I have 5 shield, and it takes no damage. And then the normal hits for 4 into 3 shield, so we need -1 to survive. And then the Wraith dies. But that's okay, because the Wraith has less damage output than the Skeleton. Hopefully. Hopefully that's okay. We end the round, and we go fast. And I still have my boots, so I can underspeed them. But this is not a card that needs underspeeding. So, yeah, I want to go slower than them, in fact. And they just immobilize and brittle, which is no big deal because my Skeleton is immune to retaliate. So finally, this is going to come in key. And so he will just hit the Elite. And he does 2. And then doesn't get retaliated on. And so now I can... I mean, I can curse. I could kill the Skeleton, but then I take retaliate. I could just melee attack. Just a default melee attack actually sounds decent. Oh, I also forgot about this guy's white card, reducing his damage by 1, even though I've got this giant thing on top of him. Is it time for me to go for a melee attack? I mean, I could just play the Loss, which, like, kills the Elite for sure. But then I would have to, like, unsummon the Skeleton. Well, okay, if I play the Loss, then I have 2 cards in my discard. I can long rest. But if the normal hits me with the brittle and kills me, then my Skeleton would have to pull, like, a machine to get the kill. I could play the Loss and kill the normal, and then the Elite next turn would be hitting the Skeleton, unless he draws the multi-target card. So I think it's just never worth it to play the Loss here. I think that adds too many lose conditions. So I do a default melee attack into the Frozen Corpse. And the question is, do I want to use my items on it? And the answer is no. Because... yes, the answer is no. So I'm just going to do a default melee attack for 2. And he takes 2 damage because of the poison. So he doesn't die on this turn, but he dies on the following turn. I get rid of the brittle and the immobilize. Or not the brittle. I just get rid of the immobilize. So now I could short rest and I could bone dagger. If I short rest and I bone dagger and I move 4, then how do I lose? The only way I lose is if I pull absolutely terribly with advantage. So I think I short rest and I bring my Skeleton down. I short rest. I take 1 damage, which is 2 because of my brittle, which is fine. That's probably better. And then I lose a different card and I lose my Skeleton. So that's my move 4. And that's how I lose. No. Oh, no. Oh, no, I lost. I just lost it. All right. I see 1 win condition. My win condition here is going to be to not play the loss on Bone Dagger. It's going to be to do a default melee attack into the elite. I can heavy sword and spyglass, and so it becomes attack for 3, 4 because of poison, but 3 because of the shield. Attack for 3 with advantage. If I draw a 0, he goes down to 1 health. I take 2 retaliate. He dies to wound. I have 2 cards in my discard. This guy attacks me. I lose Putrid Cloud to damage. I have 2 cards in my discard. I long rest. He dies to wound. So all that needs to happen for this plan to work is to draw a 0 with advantage. Thank you. This guy dies. I don't even take the retaliate damage. I think I can pick up his loot too, right? Yeah. I pick up his loot. This guy attacks me for 2. Not even close. Let's go. Easy. Easy game. Oh, that was fun. Did I play it well? Probably not. Did I make a lot of mistakes? I think that's one that I want to go back through and watch the video and just see what I was thinking, because there were a lot of ways to play that end game there. And I probably definitely did not come up with the cleanest lines. But we made it. Did I get targeted by 3 attacks in the same round? I don't think so. Maybe. I know I definitely got targeted by the 2 elites, but I think I positioned such that I only got hit by the 2 elites and not the guy over here. So I don't think I took 3 attacks in the same round. So I'm never getting my battle goals on Banner Spear. Horrible. I definitely got it on both other characters, though, because I definitely killed an elite at the end there. And I killed one earlier, too. And then remove negative conditions. That one was pretty free with all the wounds going around. So let's get this. Let's get this. Let's add a +1 for a -1, I think. Just kind of too good to pass that up. And then we can complete the scenario, which is going to give me 2 wood, 2 collective wood. Yes, 2 collective wood, unlocks the glowing catacombs and the crystal enclosure. I hate this level. I hate the glowing catacombs. It's my least favorite level in all of Frosthaven. I dislike it more than I dislike Jagged Shoals. I've considered making a video on, like, the design mistakes that are in glowing catacombs, because it's like the... You know what? I'll just make a video on it rather than rambling about it here. Because I have a lot to say on the topic. I was thinking about it while I was at work. And I have a lot to say. Is this... Okay, this has got to be my infinite thing. That's what was confusing me so much. Now I've just got a ton of tokens here. Let's put them all back. Alright, I get 2 collective wood, which I think everybody's got some wood, so nobody cares who gets it. Let's go back to town. Pass a week. Summer outpost. Do I have money? I can spend some money to get a morale, but my morale's pretty good, so I am just going to not... option B. There's no way he's getting a rail line to Frosthaven, so no effect. Then it is daytime, so mining camp, logging camp. And now it is downtime. I haven't upgraded the thing. I think I want to switch, though, my hide armor for the chain, the crude chain armor. It only costs 1 metal, so I can afford it. Does this have a name in it? A man. Hello, I'm new in town. The smartest quattrol you've ever seen. Okay. This guy does not have a name. So no names for the drifter. And then, yeah, there wasn't an event or anything. So not progressing his retirement goal. Didn't get any herbs, even though I tried. Oh, I did get a rock root, though, which means that I can go for the Horn of Command. Metal hide rock root. And I don't have a metal, of course. Okay. Well, next time I'll give the metal... Well, the metal that I crafted, I gave it to Bone Shaper, not to Banner Spear. And so then now... Wait, I did Axe Nut instead. Metal Hide and Rock Root to get the Horn of Command. And so this is a tough question. If I want Horn of Command over Protective Scepter, or if I want it over Heavy Sword. I really, really like having the Heavy Sword and being able to... I mean, in the end there... It kind of proved to be pretty key. I don't know. I'll just have to figure it out when I go to the levels themselves. And I think we're on to building phase, but I think I have no metal now. I've got 0 metal, and there's nothing you can build for 0 metal. But I've got a lot of inspiration. Oh, and I get to prosperity, too, for building. So I definitely want to build something. Hunting Lodge 41210. That only costs 1 metal, so let's do that. So 1 inspiration. 4, 2, and 10. Ooh, I also got a corpse cap, so I could maybe make another potion. Corpse cap, arrow vine, flame fruit, snow thistle, and snow thistle. What potion would I even want on Drifter? What sounds really good? I mean, health potion, all of my characters want a health potion, but I don't have rock root, so I can't make that. I can't make frenzy potion or explosive. Let's see, what can I make with Arrowvine? Arrowvine makes stamina, cure, power, healing, mana. I don't think I really want any of those. Stamina would, like, potentially be okay. But a lot of the time, Drifter doesn't really even care which card it's playing, because it just wants to do default attack for 2s, which are attacks for 4. Flame Fruit. I can't get the Muscle Potion. I could get Explosive. Man, maybe I just don't... I mean, not having the Axe Nut makes it really hard to make potions. Alright. I think I can just leave it here. Make sure I get my prosperity. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the boat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you get 1 from scenario 3. So my prosperity is right where it's supposed to be. And we're good to go. We're done.